Hi, I'm Anna. If you've ever started something new and felt your hands shake a little, we already have something in common. On my first day working at a cafe in a big city, I was excited, hopeful, and honestly a bit scared. I knew basic English, but words sometimes slipped away the moment I needed them. Maybe you know that feeling too. Your heart understands, but your mouth freezes. That was me, and that is why I'm here with you. Today, you will learn English through my story. Real moments, simple words, and short, useful sentences you can use right away. I don't want you to memorize long lists. I want you to feel the language inside a day that actually happened to me. We'll move slowly, repeat what matters, and build your courage step by step. When I made mistakes, I learned. When I tried again, I improved. You will too. Before we begin, turn on subtitles, and whenever you hear a helpful sentence, repeat it with me. Say it out loud. Your voice is part of the lesson. If you can, stand up, breathe, and relax your shoulders. This is not an exam. It's a walk with a friend. I'll guide you, pause for practice, and point to phrases that can help you at work, in a shop, or on a trip. My goal for this episode is simple. By the end, you will feel comfortable offering help, asking politely, and responding with confidence. Phrases like, "Good morning," "Can I help you?" "Can I have," "Here you are," "Thank you," and "You're welcome" will become natural and calm on your tongue. We will use them many times so your brain and mouth can become teammates. If you're nervous, that's fine. Take one small step with me. When I started, I promised myself I would say at least one full sentence to every customer, even if I needed to breathe first. Let's make a promise together. In the next few minutes, we will speak simple English clearly and kindly. We'll smile at our small victories, because small victories turn into real progress. Here's how we'll do it. I'll tell you what I saw, what I heard, and what I said. I'll let you repeat key lines. If something feels fast, pause and try again. If something feels hard, that's a sign your brain is growing. Be patient with yourself. Learning is not a race, it's a rhythm. Before we cross the threshold, let me teach you our first mini mantra. Slow, clear, polite. Slow means we breathe and speak at a steady pace. Clear means short sentences with strong words. Polite means smiling with please and thank you. Repeat with me. Slow, clear, polite. Good. Keep that in your pocket today. It will help when your mind goes blank and your voice needs a simple plan. Trust yourself. Now, imagine the morning of my first day. The sky is bright, but the air is cool. I hold my bag with both hands. I check the address one more time, and I breathe in the smell of coffee drifting down the street. I'm about to step inside a small cafe where new words will meet new faces. Together, we'll open that door. Ready? Let's walk in. The door opened with a soft ring of a little silver bell. Ding, ding. That sound is still in my memory because it was the first time I stepped into the cafe as an employee, not as a customer. I paused for a second, standing just inside, my eyes moving quickly across the room. The cafe was warm, small, and full of details. Wooden chairs, round tables, soft yellow lights, and a long counter with a shiny coffee machine. the smell of fresh coffee beans and warm bread wrapped around me like a blanket. It felt welcoming, but my heart was still racing. The manager noticed me right away. He was tall, smiling, and wore a dark apron with the cafe's logo. "Good morning, Anna. Are you ready?" he asked. His voice was cheerful, not heavy, not fast. I could understand. That gave me courage. I smiled and answered, "Yes, I am." The words were simple, but inside I felt like I had just climbed a small mountain. Take a moment with me. Repeat that greeting. "Good morning. Are you ready?" Now answer, "Yes, I am." I looked around again, trying to memorize where everything was. On the left side, near the window, 3 tables were already occupied. People were reading newspapers, talking softly, or typing on laptops. On the right side, a family was sitting with 2 small children. One of them laughed loudly, pointing at a cookie in the glass display. Behind the counter stood 2 other workers, a young man and a woman. They were busy cleaning cups and arranging pastries. They both smiled at me kindly, and the woman whispered, "Don't worry, it's always like this in the morning. You'll be fine." The manager guided me closer to the counter. "This is the register. Here's the coffee machine. Bread, cookies, cakes, all here in the glass case. Just smile, say hello, and listen. Repeat after me. Good morning. Can I help you?" I repeated softly, "Good morning. Can I help you?" "Perfect," he said. That encouragement meant so much. Every corner of the cafe seemed alive. The smell of cinnamon rolls, the hiss of the coffee machine, the bell at the door ringing every few minutes. It was a symphony of daily life. And in that symphony, my part was small but important. Smile, listen, and speak simple English. I wanted to remember words around me, so I started to name them in my head. Table, chair, cup, plate, coffee, bread, cake, window, door. Repeating them silently made me feel stronger. You can do the same. Look around your own room and name the objects in English. The manager showed me this small notepad where I could write down orders if I didn't understand. "It's okay to ask," he reminded me. "Just smile and say, 'Sorry, one more time, please.'" I practiced it with him. "Sorry, one more time, please." He nodded. "Good. People will understand." A new customer entered. Ding, ding. My hands felt sweaty, but I told myself, slow, clear, polite. From my spot behind the counter, I watched closely how my coworker greeted the customer. He smiled and said, "Good morning. What can I get you today?" The customer answered quickly, "1 latte and a croissant, please." It was like watching a dance. Ask, answer, repeat, smile. The words were short, but they carried rhythm and kindness. I thought, I can do this. And then, my first real interaction was about to begin. The little silver bell rang again. Ding ding. I looked up quickly. My heart jumped. This time it was not just another customer. It was my first customer. A man in a blue jacket walked up to the counter. I smiled, remembering the words the manager had practiced with me. "Good morning. Can I help you?" He smiled back. "Yes, please. Can I have a coffee?" For a second, I froze. Did he say coffee? Yes. I repeated softly, "Coffee. Yes. 1 coffee." I poured the dark liquid. placed the cup in front of him, and said, "Here you are." He nodded. "Thank you." And I answered, "You're welcome." That was it. My first complete dialogue. Only 4 sentences, but in my heart it felt like a victory song. Let's repeat that exchange together. "Good morning. Can I help you?" "Yes, please." "Can I have a coffee?" "Here you are." "Thank you." "You're welcome." The man paid and left. My manager gave me a small nod of approval. That nod was like a gold medal. Soon another customer came, this time a young woman with headphones. She asked, "Can I have a tea, please?" "Tea?" "Yes, 1 tea." I served it. "Here you are." "Thank you." "You're welcome." Each order felt like music, repetition that made me stronger, until one man spoke too fast. "Can he have a cappuccino?" I smiled and used my new phrase. "Sorry, one more time, please." He repeated slower. "Can I have a cappuccino?" "Ah, yes, 1 cappuccino." That phrase saved me. Mistakes and confusion became lessons, and soon a bigger mistake was waiting. The cafe was alive with voices, footsteps, and the constant ding-ding of the silver bell. I had survived the first hour, but then a man in a gray coat ordered, "Can I have a sandwich and water, please?" I rushed. I gave him a sandwich and coffee, not water. He frowned. "Oh," I asked for water, not coffee. My cheeks burned. I smiled and said, "Sorry, 1 more time, please." He repeated kindly, "Water, please." I corrected myself. "Yes, water, not coffee. Water." I gave him the right order. "Here you are." Mistakes, I realized, are teachers. Later, a woman asked for milk with her tea. I gave sugar instead. She smiled politely. "Oh, this is sugar. I asked for milk." Again, I learned. Sugar, milk. 2 new words, 2 new lessons. Every mistake was progress, and I whispered to myself, "Don't worry, keep trying." But then came something harder. Not just a mistake, but a test of patience. The morning stretched on, and the cafe grew louder. The bell rang again and again. I greeted customers, repeated orders, and answered with more confidence. "Good morning. Can I help you? Can I have a cappuccino?" "Here you are." "Thank you." "You're welcome." Again and again, it became a song, a rhythm. Sometimes customers used shorter forms, "A latte, please," or "Just tea, thank you." I learned to listen for the key word, latte, tea, sandwich. That was enough to understand. Even new words like butter came alive when customers pointed or showed me. Gestures, I learned, were part of language too. I was flowing now, serving with more speed, more confidence, until the door opened again. A man walked in quickly, his face serious, his steps sharp. This time, I felt the challenge before he even spoke. The cafe calmed after the rush. The silver bell was quiet. My shoulders finally relaxed. The manager came over. "Good job, Anna. You're doing really well." I smiled. "Thank you." He added, "Remember, don't rush. Keep going. People understand. You don't need to be perfect, just kind and clear." I whispered that to myself. "Don't worry. Keep trying." Every customer was a teacher. Every mistake was a lesson. Every sentence was progress. But just as I found peace, The bell rang again. Ding ding. A difficult customer had arrived. He walked straight to the counter, serious, impatient. I greeted him. "Good morning. Can I help you?" He said quickly. "Yeah, cappuccino, large, extra hot." The words rushed together. I caught cappuccino but not the rest. I smiled. "Sorry, one more time, please." He sighed but repeated, "Large cappuccino, extra hot." I repeated back, "Large cappuccino, extra hot." When I served it, he frowned. "Not hot enough." My heart raced, but I stayed calm. "Sorry, one more time. Extra hot." I fixed it. He left without a smile. The manager whispered, "Good, you stayed calm. That's important." I realized difficult customers are also teachers. They push you to be clearer, calmer, stronger. And when the bell rang again, my heart no longer panicked. Now let's practice together. Imagine you are behind the counter with me. I say, "Good morning, can I help you?" You answer, "Can I have?" Now switch. You are the worker. I say, "Can I have a cookie, please?" You answer, "Here you are." I say, "Thank you." You answer, "You're welcome." Perfect. Remember the rescue phrase, "Sorry, one more time, please." Repeat it 3 times. Now imagine 3 customers. "Can I have tea, please?" "A sandwich, please." "Can I have coffee and milk, please?" Answer each, "Here you are." You're welcome. Every small sentence is practice. Every mistake is progress. And with that, the cafe called me back. The bell rang again. Ding, ding. The afternoon sun painted the cafe tables gold. The rush was over. My apron was messy, but I wore it proudly. The manager smiled. "Well done today, Anna. First days are always hard, but you did it." I answered softly, "Thank you." My coworker added, "See, you survived the first day." I laughed. Yes, I survived, and I learned. The cafe no longer felt like a mountain. It felt like home. Let's review the key phrases. Good morning. Can I help you? Can I have? Here you are. Thank you. You're welcome. Sorry. One more time, please. Simple, powerful words. Enough to connect. Enough to grow. As I untied my apron, I whispered, every sentence is practice. Every mistake is progress. The bell rang one last time as I left. This time, its sound was victory. The evening air wrapped around me as I left the cafe. My first day was over, and I had survived every smile, every mistake, every challenge. More than that, I had grown. I replayed the phrases in my mind. They were no longer just words. They were tools, bridges, connections, and now they belong to you too. Remember, slow, clear, polite. That mantra works everywhere. And remember, every sentence is practice. Every mistake is progress. Mistakes are not enemies. They are teachers. So here's your challenge. Next time you are in a cafe, a shop, or anywhere, use one phrase from today. Say, good morning. Say, can I have? Say, thank you. Small steps open big doors. Repeat one last time with me. Good morning. Can I help you? Can I have a coffee, please? Here you are. Thank you. You're welcome. Perfect. My story ends here, but yours continues. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. Keep believing. because every word you speak brings you closer to the English speaker you dream to be.